Hi everyone and welcome to Courtyard Chat. Today I am 20 minutes away from the hotel at a beautiful place called the Barberville Pioneer Settlement. And I'm here with Deborah West, the Executive Director. Deborah, thank you for having us here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for coming out.
It's our pleasure to be here. It's a beautiful place. Deborah, I want to talk to you about why do people come here?
Well, people visit the Barberville Pioneer Settlement for mostly our history. And then sometimes they come for events or music because we have a lot of different selections for people when they are in town to come out and visit us.
So when people come and stay at the hotel, they can come 20 minutes here and they can see the history of Florida, or is it other states as well?
Well, mostly Florida.
Okay.
Some things have come from other states because a lot of people move to Florida and then donate items to us that not necessarily came directly from Florida. But mostly our artifacts and our buildings depict the lifestyle of the late 1800s and the early 1900s.
Wow, that's amazing. How many buildings do you have here?
We have, we say there's 18 historical structures because they're not all buildings, but there's a lot to see.
Right. It's 30 acres, isn't it?
It is.
It's a lot to see. You come, you park, and then you walk around, and there's so much to discover here that I've never been here, and I am super excited to be here because it's beautiful. This is a canoe.
Yes,
right?
This is a Timucuan canoe. It is actually about 800 years old.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So that's the kind of things you can come and see here. But you can see artifacts, but you can also have live presentations. What is that about?
Yes, we do a lot of living history events and music events. They're mostly folk music, and the living history consists of everything from candle dipping to weaving and spinning to blacksmithing. And then at our big event, which is the Fall Country Jamboree coming up the first full weekend of November, we have a lot more of the living history subjects that are covered at that time.
Great, that's the Fall Jamboree.
Yes, and then it also, the grounds turn into a festival grounds.
Wow.
And you'll hear acoustic music all over as you're touring. So it brings a really interesting and unique atmosphere to our facility.
And November is such a beautiful month. Then it's not going to be as hot as now.
We hope.
And, right? And then you're going to see the music, and then you're going to try the food, right? Food.
Yes. Oh, yes. You've got to have food. Our famous barbecue pork that we cook here on the grounds will be sold out of our summer kitchen. So there's really, literally something for everybody of every age group at our Fall Country Jamboree.
That's awesome. And Deborah, is that the only event you have, or do you have another event?
Well, typically each year we do 5 annual events. Of course, this year has been a little challenging.
Different, right?
We've kind of replaced what we've been doing with an event that we're calling Playing on the Porches. And we have volunteer musicians that come out and they play music for the general public. It has been very helpful to us having this on the first and third Saturday of every month since we reopened back in May.
Right. But that's very creative. With that being said, can I ask you, what are you doing for prevention, for people to feel safe when they come here?
Well, we are requiring folks to wear masks inside of any of the buildings. The small buildings where we cannot have 6-foot social distancing in place, we have roped off and just opened the doors and windows so people can see from the outside in. In this particular building here, which is our schoolhouse, which is 100 years old, well, 101 actually.
Wow.
We have made our hallway one way because it's very narrow, so that you don't have people passing each other in close quarters. We have volunteers that go around and sanitize all of the places that could possibly be touched. Well, we ask people not to touch anything, but obviously you have to open doors. So, and we also sell masks. So if somebody forgets their mask or they come out without one, We have them for sale in our bridge house. Some of them are made right here on the property by our volunteers, and some of them are just the paper disposable kind. So you have a choice.
Well, I am so happy to hear that you are being proactive and that this is something that measures are being taken care of so people can come and feel safe here.
We like to say we have a lot of open, fresh air.
Right, that is correct. Well, and when the people come, do they do a self-guided tour or they are guided tours? How does that work?
Mostly people that come like on a spur of the moment, it's a self-guided tour because you have to make a reservation to have a guided tour. But we do offer both. We do have a minimum of 5 people to go on a guided tour, and it's a couple dollars more than the regular admission price.
That's great. Definitely come to Barberville and discover yesterday today. I saw you have a little mini farm back there. Can you talk to us about that?
We do. We have chickens and peacocks, and we have 2 goats and 2 sheep, and a miniature burro, and a very, very old mule. They're here on our farm, and then we also have some volunteers that have put in a garden, so we have things out in the garden. I think they planted watermelon this year, so I'm excited to see how that goes. Also, we sell eggs, fresh eggs, and we do have a lot of them right now. So if anybody's interested in getting some fresh farm eggs, we have them for sale.
All right, and teach your children where the eggs come from.
It's our mission is to educate kids about the pioneer life and how eggs don't come from a carton. We are looking very much forward to the day when we can welcome and have large field trips back here at the property again.
And I think that a lot of families are going to stay home with their children. So if you are home with your children and you need a field trip, this is a perfect place that you can bring your children. So how can people find you, and what are the hours that you're working now?
Well, our hours are Thursday through Sunday from 10 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You should arrive at least 2 hours before closing time. So you want to get here by 1 o'clock. And you can find us on Facebook, or we have a website. It's pioneersettlement.org.
That's absolutely fantastic. Deborah, thank you for all the information. It has been an amazing time with you. I'm Joanna Angel with the Courtyard by Marriott, downtown DeLand. I'll see you next time.